Brett Kavanaugh was eating at a restaurant, and a bunch of pro-abortion activists came outside and started a rowdy protest, and Kavanaugh had to sneak through the kitchen to exit so that he wasn't confronted by these agitators. And in response to that, Pete Buttigieg's partner, Chastity Buttigieg, tweeted a tweet that said, well, maybe these protesters maybe Kavanaugh just wanted to make his own decisions about dining privacy, or some really dumb analogy comparing Kavanaugh wanting to eat in peace to Chasten's support of allowing abortionists to kill unborn children in their mother's wombs here. And this was obviously an implicit endorsement of these agitators harassing Supreme Court justices. And when Buttigieg was asked about it, his response was, I mean, this guy is good.
Your husband tweeted after Justice Brett Kavanaugh left a Washington restaurant due to protesters. The tweet reads, sounds like he just wanted some privacy to make his own dining decisions. Is that appropriate, sir?
Look, when public officials go into public life, we should expect two things. One, you should always be free from violence, harassment, and intimidation. And two, you're never going to be free from criticism or peaceful protest, people exercising their First Amendment rights. Okay. And that's what happened in this case. Remember, the justice never even came into contact with these protesters, reportedly didn't see or hear them. And these protesters are upset because an important right that the majority of Americans support was taken away. Understood. Not only the right to choose, by the way, but this justice was part of the process of stripping away the right to privacy. As long as I've been alive, settled case law in the United States has been that the Constitution protected a right to privacy, and that has now been thrown out the window by justices, including Justice Kavanaugh, who, as I recall, swore up and down in front of God and everyone, including the United States Congress, that they were going to leave settled case law alone. So yes, people are upset. They're going to exercise their First Amendment rights. And as long as that's peaceful, that's protected. Compare that, for example, to the reality that as a country, right now, we're reckoning with the fact that a mob summoned by the former president
All right, well, let me follow up, Mr. Secretary.
Attacked the United States Capitol for the purpose of overthrowing the election and very nearly succeeded in preventing the peaceful transfer of power. But I think common sense can tell the difference.
But as a high-profile public figure, sir, are you comfortable with protesters protesting when you and your husband go to dinner at a restaurant?
Protesting peacefully outside in a public space? Sure. Look, I can't even tell you the number of spaces, venues, and scenarios where I've been protested. And the bottom line is this. Any public figure should always be free from violence, intimidation, and harassment, but should never be free from criticism or people exercising their First Amendment rights.
Oh, man, that guy is good. It's almost as if he was raised by a Marxist father. That guy, I mean, he's really, really good rhetorically. What he did here is he immediately separated peaceful protests from violent agitators, which is the right and proper thing to do. That is very different. But he put these agitators who have been protesting outside the Supreme Court justices' homes, who have been threatening their safety. These justices have had to flee. I mean, Kavanaugh was the target of an assassination attempt, for goodness sake. And what Buttigieg did is he very smoothly put these agitators in the peaceful protest so that if you criticize them, you are then criticizing someone's First Amendment right to criticize a public official, a politician. And man, he did that really, really smoothly. It's a lie. It's a misrepresentation. It's a deliberate tactic to trick you and to implicitly do what his husband did, implicitly endorse these agitators because he agrees with the agitators' politics. But man, oh man, did he do that in a sneaky manner. And then what's even better, and I say better just because tactically it was better, is he pivots to January 6th. Now, fortunately, only 1 out of 10 Democratic voters care about January 6th and those show trial hearings that the left is holding in the House of Representatives right now. But man, oh man, is Pete Buttigieg slick.